What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Weights Academy live stream. I'm low energy today, no fitness, no nothing. We didn't sleep all night. My son was having some kind of nightmares, and I'm dead. Anyway, yesterday we had a great live stream about this time of the day. So I'm just trying to see if this is a trend or yesterday was just something special. What are we going to do is we're just going to try to find, I'm going to just try to find appropriate time where the live stream is easily attainable by the East Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. So let me know, guys, what you think about it. All the way from, we have sometimes people from China and Japan and Korea, India, and then of course all the way to the other side, like Australia and South America and North America. Yeah, there will be no just perfect time for everybody to join us, but I think that a little bit later, not 11 o'clock Central European time, like more like right now, almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be a better time. Listen, I had a conversation just a few minutes ago with a young lady. She arrived in Dubai a month ago, and she is telling me that she's not able to find a job. Now, I don't know the case because she explained to me that she has experience and she has education and she's ready to work and she's a hard worker. Um, you should you should not have a problem finding a job, especially in this market right now. There should not be a problem. So anybody that's searching for a job, you guys gotta understand. You have to make yourself a really nice, good CV. All right, you gotta have to be able to present yourself in the best manner possible. So make sure you have a really top CV. Then sit down and write a nice motivational letter. All right, and then prepare, of course, your referrals, prior jobs, whatever you have, education. Make sure you get those certificates ready and everything, and then you just sit down and you send 20 applications every single day. I don't care how much time you're gonna get you need, but if you don't have a job, you have to spend your time searching for a job, nothing else. So 20 applications a day. If you have everything printed out, you put it in license folders, and you go out and you work from restaurant to restaurant to restaurant to restaurant, from hotel to hotel to hotel to hotel. You gotta hustle, all right? You have to hustle. Now, I might be able to help some people with some jobs and everything like that. But for example, I'm not in Dubai, all right? And if you're somewhere around, I have a lot of contacts. I can call people and so on. So I can suggest, they look at your resume and everything like that. Those are the things that I can do. Of course, imagine, I mean, I have limited minutes every single day to work on the business, to work on the channel, to talk to you and so on. So I'm not able to just take care of everybody that wants to help, to get me to help him or her to find a job or prepare the paperwork or this and this and this and this. It's just not possible, guys. That's why you have all those tutorials on the Weights Academy. You just go to the blog page of the Weights Academy. You have tutorial how to prepare perfect CV with all the free CV templates. You have the tutorial how to prepare for a job interview, step by step, and all those kind of things. And everything is for free. You just go there, you clean it, you learn it, you prepare yourself, and you got a job. And there is no chance you are in Dubai already. In the next 2 weeks, you don't get a job if you do what I say. Just not chance, not a chance. You're gonna get a job. You got the experience, you have some knowledge, you have some skills. Prepare yourself a nice CV, prepare yourself a nice motivational letter, and start hustling. You're gonna get the job. Other than that, I have not much to say, guys. I just Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to work as hard as possible, developing new courses. Hey, listen, guys. We have today a couple of new students on the Whites Academy. You have 2 more days. So what today is 30th and tomorrow 31st. All right, I'm not going to change the prices probably on January 1st, but about January 3rd or January 4th, there will be new prices, much higher prices for all the courses on the Whites Academy. Hotels and restaurants will be paying like 4 times more, and the waiters will be paying 3 times more, but of course it's going to be lifetime access for the waiters. So all the courses that come in the future, like the sommelier course, like the barkeeper course, like the restaurant manager course, you will have access to those courses for the rest of your life. So I think that's worth it. Yeah, Upna Cyprus, good morning, sir. How are you today? I low energy. Haven't slept much last night. I am just trying to learning from your videos of YouTube. Yeah, for sure. That's true. But listen, I always say you learn from the videos, and you, at the moment that you are learning, you're practicing. So I'm teaching you how to carry the plates, all right? Make sure you got 2, 3 plates, 4 plates, whatever in your hand. How to bust the table. You put, let's say, 6 different plates on the table, and you try to use the technique that I teach you, how to create the platform and how to stack the plates and where to stack them, and so on, so on, so on, so you're watching the video and you're doing the techniques, and you're learning and learning and learning, and you're gaining the skills. Because only watching, all right, that might motivate you, you might learn something, but if you don't practice it immediately, you are going to forget what you have learned and not going to do you much good once you hit the floor. So I want you, while you're watching the videos, to practice. Right? I teach you how to take the food order, for example, the video about the food order. And I'm telling you, stand up in front of the mirror, all right? Watch my presentation, put it on pause, and start talking to yourself in the video. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Grand Lux. How are you today? My name is Ned. I will be your waiter. I hope you're gonna have an amazing evening tonight. Here's our menus. Here's our special today. Here's our wine list. Blah 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 blah. You try to talk with a smile, with the proper, posture and gesticulation and everything. So you have this in your head instilled. And when it gets the time to go to the table, you don't even think about it. You know exactly what you're gonna say. You know exactly how you're gonna behave. You know exactly how you're gonna move your hands and everything. And it makes your life so much easier. And eliminates the stress. Sunil, sir, can you make one video for wine, like wine history and what's the process of making wine? Well, I have many videos about wine. I have a whole wine course as well. You have the process. I just posted the video about the French regions. All right, so I have so many things about wine, and you can go to the blog page and you have it for free. The tutorials. So yeah, I think I cover everything I could possibly cover about the wine. You have it on the courses, of course, a little bit more detail, a little bit more explained, and so on. But you have it also on the blog post, and of course you have it on the video. You have so many wine videos on the YouTube channel. Just go to the play. What do you call it? Play. Whatever. You go to the YouTube channel and find all those video, bundled in one playbook. What do you call it? I forgot what you call it. And you can watch them all, but choose, of course, which one you want to watch. You want to watch the videos about the history. You want about the winemaking. You want to watch the videos about the regions, different regions. You want to watch the videos about the top wines in the world. There is everything about wine. You find it on the YouTube channel. And like I said, now we're gonna create also a sommelier course on the Whites Academy. It's gonna be really tough to get a sommelier course. Don't think that you're gonna just jump in and 2 days you're gonna get the sommelier course. Sommelier course is gonna be probably the hardest course. Yeah, it's gonna be even harder than the barkeeper course. It's gonna be really hard, but that's, if you want to be a sommelier, you got a lot about wines. and it's going to be a really long and hard course to take, but it will give you all the information that you need about wine. That's coming in 2023. So, Apna Cyprus, what do you think? What is the top secret to be a good waiter you like to share? So, first of all, you have to strive inside, your soul you have to strive to give the best service. So it's all about mental. If you're mentally prepared, if you are really this type of person who wants to make your guest evening the most beautiful thing in the world, then this is the base. Okay, so if you're this kind of person, you will learn everything else to achieve this, to give your guests the best service possible. So I would say the most important thing, it's not one thing, it's a couple of things. Okay, so you got to be professional. You got to be professional at all time, and that means you have the skills, the knowledge, and the experience. But one thing that makes, it's again not one thing, it's couple things. So small talk. You can eliminate a lot of other small problems and small deficiency that you have in your service with a great small talk. So you have to learn to small talk to your guests. This is, first of all, it's going to improve tremendously your income, because small talk increased it tremendously. And then the next thing is, and it's about your service and about your mental preparation to give the best service you could possibly do. It's anticipation. All right. Do not wait for your guest to ask for anything. Anticipate, and just a second before they ask, you show up at the table with the thing that they might need and they will ask for. And like many times, this is the most impressive thing and the most appreciated thing a guest on the table wants to see from the waiter. Anticipation. All right? It's not like, oh, I'm so busy, man, I'm just going to drop the pizza. I just drop the pizza on the table and I turn around, I go get, the next table ready. No. You drop the pizza, and if you have not prepared a table, of course, with the chili pepper and Parmesan and whatever usually we always give a chili pepper and chili oil with the pizza. You go get it and bring it to the table. You don't wait for the guest to ask. If you have not put the pizza knife on the table, you go get it and put it before the guest asks you, because, hey, I'm trying to cut the pizza with this normal knife, but it's not working. Can you bring me, please, the pizza knife? All right. First of all, it's your job, but yeah, we are busy. Sometimes you forgot to prepare a table in front of the before you bring the food, but then you bring the food and you see it. Do not skip it. You have to anticipate that the guest will ask for that, and you gotta bring it before they ask. This makes a whole lot of difference in how people estimate how good a waiter or waitress you are. Anticipation. So those two things, small talk, anticipation, I would say those are the really different makers. But of course, you got to be a professional waiter, because you can talk as much as you want. If you have no idea what you're doing, if you don't have the skills to serve the wine, to serve the plates, to clean the plates, if you don't follow the steps of service, for example, those people, they will still appreciate that you are giving an effort, because you anticipate and you are a good talker. But they will say, okay, this guy is a very nice guy, but he's not a professional waiter. All right. And it's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth. You don't want to do that. So you got to have the balance. All right. You got to have the mentality, I want to give my guests the best service they could ever receive. But you also have to have the tools to do that, the skills and the knowledge. And then, of course, experience helps a lot. Apna Cypress says, thank you very much for your replies. You are doing such an awesome work, sir. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. I'm trying to, man. You know, it's getting harder and harder, by the way. It's getting harder and harder because, you know, the channel grew up. The WhatsApp grew up, or the Facebook grew up, the Instagram and everything. Now the business is growing up as well. And more people are getting sign up for the courses, and I of course got to be involved there. And now that's my priority. It used to be the channel was my priority. Now, of course, the business is my priority. It's getting harder and harder, guys, to answer all those questions. That's why, for example, some comments on the YouTube channel are standing like a week or 2 weeks without an answer. I just don't have the physical abilities to get to everything. Not possible. I am very rare now on the WhatsApp group. I am most never on the Facebook group because it just don't have the time. But I'm trying to do my best, and I think that the best way to help anybody is when you join me here for the live stream, because now I can answer your questions directly right there on the spot, and then of course everybody that watching those videos also take advantage of those questions, because I guess a lot of people will want to know exactly the answer of these questions that you ask me. You know, what are the top things that make you a good waiter? Like, really, small talk, anticipation. Those are the two things that will separate you from everybody else. But of course, you gotta go with the professionalism. You gotta go with the skills, with the knowledge. Apna Sarza, did you have any WhatsApp group, sir, where we can contact you directly? Any question? You can contact me directly on the email, on the WhatsApp group, on the Facebook group. Yeah, everywhere. I mean, like everywhere you can write me, and I will eventually get around. You know, because like I said, man, you know, I used to hang up on the WhatsApp group every day. Then was like a couple of days a week. Then was like once a week, and now it's been like 2-3 weeks. I cannot even get to there, and there are so many people, and there are so many comments there. But the great thing is that the guys help each other a lot, and that's beautiful, because that's why we created that's a WhatsApp group. I didn't create the WhatsApp group to be there all the time and teach you again what I'm teaching you on the YouTube channel. No, the WhatsApp group was meant to create a community that help each other, and that's what I see right now there, and it's beautiful because there are a lot of young people that have a lot of questions, and I see that the older guys that have the experience, have the knowledge, they're trying to help, and it's great. But yes, you can reach me on the WhatsApp, and you can reach me on like I said, Facebook, and the email. You know, the most secure thing is the email, because I have to open my emails every single day, because this is what the business is, you know, and where the business deals with emails, and I have to open my emails every single day, and then I see email from you, I'm gonna open it, or I'm not gonna skip it, because if I skip it today, I open the emails, and if I see that there's email from you, but I don't open it, I don't answer it, I will most probably never gonna answer it. So that's why I'm trying to, as soon as I see the emails and I see somebody got a question, so I get to answer it. But of course, now if everybody starts sending me emails and I get like 10,000 emails a day, I mean, there is no chance I can answer those too. So yeah, listen, guys, I'm trying my best. And like I said, the best way to ask questions and get your answers is here on the live stream, because it's real time. You get your real time answer, and of course, everybody else is also able to take advantage of this answer and learn some new things. So yeah, take advantage of that. All right, I guess the Cyprus guy today is the only one that had, and Sunil also. Can you say make on a video? Yeah, Sunil also joining. Oh, Mr. God is here, man. What's going on with you, brother? Yesterday we were working and boss was missing, and it was so calm, no arguments, nothing. Yeah, man. Listen. It yeah. That's why it's so important to work for a good boss. That's why it's so important to work for a person who understands that instead of making the situation more stressful, he has to make the situation more calm so people can really focus on the job, not just paying attention. Whoa, what the boss is, he's watching me. Oh, what's going on? I'm going to get in trouble. No, you know, if you're calm, if you're relaxed, because you know that the boss is not there to micromanage and check on every single thing on you and yell at you. No, you know that he's there to support you. Then you can focus on your job and you can be much more calm and much more efficient and do a much better service than when you have a boss who is just keep stressing you, and everybody's just trying to put the blame on the other guy because he just doesn't want to get the blame. Yeah, but listen, with the time you're gonna get all this stuff, man. I don't care about bosses. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't care about bosses. A lot of bosses don't like me because they think I'm arrogant, you know. And yes, yeah, I mean, I'm arrogant, all right, because I do my job, all right. And if you want me to stand quiet and like in the army, because the boss is coming, no chance, man. Shit, I'm a human being. I do my job better than anybody else. And if I have something to say, I'll say it. And if you don't like it, I don't care because I think this is the right thing to say, and I do what's right, not what you like, and that's how it is. So many times I have problem with the hotel directors, with F&B directors, with restaurant managers, because not everybody wants to hear that they messed up or screwed up or whatever. They're not doing a great job or something like that. But yeah, with time you're gonna get you're gonna learn that this is guys. We try to put people on pedestals. Oh, he's the big boss. He's the owner of a restaurant. He's a movie star. Arnold Schwarzenegger comes in the restaurant and he's like the coolest guy in the freaking world, man. And he comes and he's not like, hey, bring me this and bring me that. No, what are you gonna have, Mr. Arnold? Yeah, just give me some soup, man. What do you have? A soup? Okay, I'll bring you soup. And think just like that, man. Tap tap tap. All right. He's the biggest freaking star in the world, but he's a normal human being. Just put a lot of work, a lot of effort to build himself into this status, but he still behaves like a human being. And we have to understand everybody is a human being, all right. And when they don't stay in front of the camera or in front of the fans and everything like that, they have their doubts and they have their suffering and they have their mental and physical problems and everything like that. They're just human being. I don't care how big of a director you are. I don't care. When I was working at the Grand Lux, the general manager of Grand Lux, he makes a lot of money and he runs, of course, a big operation. The restaurant was making $25 million a year. All right, so that's a lot of money. And of course, you're a big boss, and under you have assistant general manager, you have another level layers of managers until the last manager that's a floor manager and blah blah blah. So everybody was trying and kissing this guy ass, and I was like, no fucking chance, man. I mean, and I was young and I was a new waiter then, but yeah, there was this a specific accident. I ordered the food, and because the waiters do the timing in Grand Lux, and I was very good at the timing, and I see that the kitchen, the co-kitchen, for example, is stuck, really behind. So what I do is I order the appetizers and I order immediately the salads, the second course. But immediately, like 30 seconds away. And he comes and tells me, hey, Ned, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing stupid things like that? You order the first course and then you order immediately the second course. Shh, calm down, my friend. On my station, the general manager of the freaking Grand Lux Cafe. Just calm down, okay? Just calm down. I know what I'm doing, okay? It's my job. It's my station. I do the timing. It's not you. He was doing the expo because something happened with the expo. It was very busy. Yeah, it was a very busy day, and the kitchen was messing up. So he was going there to help the expo do the expo. And I just told him, Mike, you don't tell me how to do my job, man. If I made a mistake, then you can come and tell me, hey, Ned, come here. I need to talk to you. you did this and this and this and was wrong and you made mistake and your guests are not happy. But when I make my guests happy, you don't tell me nothing. And he was looking like me like, who are you talking to, man? I'm talking to you, Mike. Who do you think I'm talking to? He could not freaking believe. This guy was hating my guts for the rest of the. I worked 3.5 years there. He was hating my guts. Tried to fire me once when I screwed up. He tried to fire me, but all the other managers stand up behind me and stood up for me. So he did not fire me. But it is what it is. You just learn with the time, you get experience in life, not just in the business. That those people are just normal people. They're not better than you. They live more years. Maybe they put more effort and more hustle to grow, and they are doing better at this particular time, of the year, of the life. But that doesn't mean they're better in any way, because you never know in the next 2 years where you're gonna end up and where they're gonna end up. A lot of those people that they think that, oh, I am the boss now, I reach everything and so on. So after 2 years, might come and beg you for a job. It happens all the time. So make sure that you, you give respect to the people that deserve respect, but don't put nobody on the pedestal, and don't try to brown nose anybody. That's not the way you or anyone should live their lives. So God says, both things, I am arrogant because I want him to pay me extra when I work extra hours. Ha ha ha. Well, that's not the system here, man. You don't get paid extra when you work extra hours in Greece, and you don't expect the German to be any different. If you go to Switzerland, yeah, you're gonna get paid. In Germany and Austria, they give you the hours back. So let's say when in January, when the business goes down, they will give you 3 days off instead of 2 days off, or they give you just a half day off. You're gonna work only evening shift or something like that. That's how the system works. That's how the law is. The law allows them to work you overtime without paying you. That's not America. America, this doesn't work like that. In America, you get paid whatever. You work 1 minute extra, you get paid for this 1 minute. But in Europe, it's not like that. The law allows them to work you, to keep you on the job for, let's say today, instead of 8 or 9 hours, 12, 13, 14 hours. But then when the business goes down and they don't need so many people on the floor, they can give you extra day off, so they can take this time back. That's what you gotta watch. You gotta watch that they give you the time back. You don't expect them to pay you extra money, because the law does not require that, okay? So yes, if you're doing something that's, if you're asking for something extra because you think you're special or something, that's arrogance, my friend. If my German was like my English, I would have left from him from first day and find something better. Definitely. Stick to there. Make sure you spend 6 months, work on your German, and then you're going to find something better. Don't worry about it. But also, we live in an era that it's difficult to find a house, but it's easy to find a job. Don't worry about it. You don't need to find a house. You go work for a resort, they give you a job, they give you a house. You don't need to pay the house. You don't need to pay nothing. So don't worry about this thing. That's why I say it's always good to go to work for resorts that are like a ski resorts or summer resorts or lake resorts or whatever, because they take care of you. You don't have to worry about nothing. And if you decide to leave, you don't have a contract for a room, for an apartment, for anything. You just say, hey, I leave, you take your bag or whatever, and you go. And nobody can stop you, nobody can ask you for anything. And you're not owing nobody nothing. So you don't need to worry about that. You go to Switzerland, you get a job at ski resort, they get you a room, they get you food, they get you all the paperwork and everything. They don't do nothing. The resort takes care of everything. You just gotta go over there and start working. That's all. So that's why I love. I don't want to go to the city and start looking for apartment, start looking for fitness, start looking for this and that and that and that, and then your salary is 1,300 euro and you don't have nothing left. Why the hell I'm gonna do something like that? That's pretty stupid. So Cynthia, Merry Christmas. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in the last few live streams. I hope everything is fine. You had a great Christmas with your big family. Best of luck and lots of health and happiness to all of you guys. All right. Greetings to Australia. I bet right now it's pretty warm down there and you all hang up on the beach during Christmas. I'm still struggling to bust tables with 3 plates. The plates are large and heavy and thick, and I'm practicing at home. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. This is so. A lot of people have this problem, girls and boys, especially when you have to carry the plates far away. People think, oh, it's 3 plates and it's not a big deal. But when you take it for 20 seconds, okay, maybe it's not a big deal. But carry this 2 minutes and then you gotta come back and take another 3, 4, 5 plates and carry them again 2 minutes and then 2 minutes again and 2 minutes again. And in the next 15 minutes, your hand feel like a freaking cheese, Those are very good, Cynthia. I every day I do my workout. I use this when I do the squats, when I do the crunches. I always have this in my both hands. Every squat, squeeze, 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 squeeze. It helps a lot, not just with our job, but it's now scientifically proven that if you work your hands and your handshake is strong, that helps your whole body for some reason. I don't know why. The doctors have discovered that if you have strong hands, your whole body feels much more healthier than if you have weak hands. So this helps a lot, and I used it all my life since I was a kid, and then of course practicing. It takes time and it takes effort, and it's not easy. I have times when, and I'm a strong guy and I have a lot of experience, and I have sometimes carry so much busting a table, and I try to bust the whole everything together and just pile everything on my thing. By the time I get to the kitchen, man, I'm ready to freaking cry. So much pain. So I understand. I understand you. I feel your pain, Cynthia. And especially right now when it's busy, man, you don't have time to even go to the freaking toilet. No time for a break. No time for nothing. You're just running, running, running. We go, because I go out every day, of course, here in town. And I know everybody from the restaurants and coffee shops and everything. And I talk to the guys, and everybody's like sweating right now, so bad. And my wife is like working so hard. It's really tough. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Part of our job is to be physically strong. But my arms are not thick enough, says Cynthia. Well, yeah, and listen, you are even a little bit older than me, and I know how I feel right now. I know how my legs feel right now. I know how my back feels right now. It nothing to do like compared to 6 years ago, 8 years ago. 6 years ago I was strong like a freaking bear, man. I I take a table, I take a couch, and I carry it by myself. Now ask me to carry a couch. No, youngsters, get here, 2 of you, take the couch, carry it. And not anymore. You just don't feel the same way. So yeah, I know it's not easy. God, how good was your wife German when she was working in Davos? She was already speaking German. We spent so I was spent 5 years. She spent 4 years already in Austria. So she was speaking German, and but listen, in Switzerland they speak different kind of German. We didn't understand shit of their German, okay? So yeah, but you can ask every Swiss person to speak Hochdeutsch with you, and they just switch to Hochdeutsch, and then you understand everything. But if they speak Swiss Deutsch, you don't understand nothing. It's completely different language. Although the words are the same, they just pronounce them in a completely different way, and you just don't understand nothing. So it was tough for me and for her. But the good thing is that the Swiss people don't complain when you tell them, "Hey, can you speak Hochdeutsch?" You come here in Tyrol, where I am, and you get a local guest on your table, and you're like, blah, 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 and you tell him, "Hey, can you speak Hochdeutsch?" He will just curse on you, like just completely tell you, "Get the hell out of my face, man." That's how it is. So that's what I like in Switzerland. That the people are way much more friendly, much more relaxed, much more um, ready to to make it convenient for you, not just like I don't understand nothing. They expect you to give you best service. Not possible. Listen, don't worry about it. When I was first working in Switzerland, in Austria, and I didn't understand a gram of in German, just like you. I was just like you, and I was having this terrible job. I mean, terrible job. I cannot imagine more terrible job than the one I was having, my first job in Austria. But just like you, I had to stick around because I didn't speak German. Those people provided a room for me. They provided food. I was not spending any money. I wasn't making tip because the rest of the hotel was this kind of hotel that you don't make much tip. I was making $150 a tip or €150 a tip or something like that, which was nothing. But I had to stick around, and the management, my God, I had this little girl, 24 years old, German girl as a manager. She was complete freak idiot, dumb as an asshole, and just terrible person. But you gotta you know you know I had people. Then we became friends with some of the guys over there, and they were like, how do you handle this, man? How you handle this woman, talking to you like that, and like treating you like that when you have so much experience and you have this and this and this and then I was like, bro, you gotta put up with the shit because you are the new guy, and you have to prove yourself, and you have to learn the system in this country. You have to learn the language, you have to learn the food, you have to learn how everything works. Yeah, 6 months later, when I was already a little bit better, not like I was speaking German and whatever, but I was a little bit better. I found a better job. It was like probably the best job I ever had in Austria. So yeah, this is how it is. You gotta stick around. You gotta learn. You gotta take some garbage, some shit, but you learn. And the most important thing for you right now is just keep learning German. Every single day, you push yourself to learn 100 new words. 100 new words. Wow. You're not going to be able to remember all of them, but that's going to stick in your head. All right. Even if you remember only 30 of those 100, by the end of the 6 months, you're still going to have 2,000 words. I'm talking perfect 2,000 words. And you have 2,000 words, you speak German. You understand German, you speak German, and everything else will come much easier. So keep pushing, my friend. Ned, I work sometimes 3 more hours for free. My deal was to work 5 hours per day. The kitchen stuff always leaves on time. It's unfair. Waiters to wait for one table, but whatever. Maybe in a next life. Yeah, you want to go back to the kitchen, man? If you want to go to the kitchen, go to the kitchen. Let me see if you're going to like it more. Forget it. The kitchen they don't deal with guests. So yes, they work normal hours, normal than us. They still work long hours. They deal a lot of stress. But it is what it is. Listen, like I said, this is your first job. You don't worry about that. Trust me, my friend, you're on the right path. We get you a good job. You're gonna start making a lot of money. Give yourself a little time. Like I said, in 2 years, you will never recognize yourself in your life. It's gonna be a completely different story. Trust me. Hey, what's going on, brother? How's everything back in the country? I'm just talking to another Greek god here. Hope you're doing well. Good. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. God. Anyways, in 5 years, we retire, Ned, so we will be patient. Complaining will not solve something. Yeah, you gotta stop complaining. No complaining, man. No matter what, no complaining. All right? Because it's part of the process. You just have to accept it. Just push it through. What Arnold said. Arnold Schwarzenegger has it the best way in the world, man. What separates the winners from the losers is that the winners can push through the pain. All right? The losers, they see a little bit difficulties, they see a little bit pain, and they give up. The winners push through the pain and get on the other side of the tunnel, and everything is much easier from there on. So just keep pushing. Adriana Santos, preparing for my first job as a waiter and loving your videos. Thank you, my friend. I already did 2 interviews. Hi from Portugal. I am from Brazil. Nice, man. Yeah. So you are in Portugal right now. You're a Brazilian guy. You're speaking Portuguese now. Hopefully everything works out good for you. Make sure you prepare the way I teach you for the interviews. I don't know if you already got the interview, already got the job, but if you have not yet, go to the Waiters Academy blog post, find the post about how to prepare for a job interview as a waiter, and prepare by those steps for the next interview. I guarantee you, you're gonna get the job, and you're gonna start your new life in Europe, my friend. Best of luck, okay? Efe Tekin Erdem. Efe Tekin Erdem sounds like a Turkish name. Are you from Turkey, brother? Hello, I will be a server for the first time. What do you think when to approach customers to small talk during taking orders, serving food? What are the crucial steps to get more tips? Thanks. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the video, in the live stream, this live stream. The crucial steps: small talk, anticipation. Those are the 2 things that impress the most your guests. Anticipate every need of the guest and act before they ask you. All right, this is in the small talk. Now, you don't small talk with every table. You gotta read the table. You know when to talk, when you not to talk, and of course, don't small talk with the guest during performing your duties, like taking the order. Right? Take the order, concentrate, focus on taking the order. Once you take the order and you put it in the table, in the kitchen, and you have a time, then you can stop by the table, say something nice, make sure you make them feel comfortable. Maybe you're talking about the wine list, maybe you're talking about the chef specials or anything like that. But when you're taking the order, you just make sure you focus on the task, and as soon as you finish it and you have little time, you stop by. Don't ever spend too much time on one table, small talk, with your back to the other tables, because this is the worst mistake I see in waiters. Or they find somebody that wants to talk to them and they just sit down and talk with their back to the rest of the guests. They don't see the people waving hands and people needing this and this and this. That's the worst thing you can do. So anytime you talk to a guest, make sure with the peripheral vision, you're seeing everything else that happened on the table, and your face gotta be always facing the rest of the station, so you are in control all the time of the rest of the stations. So, I can take orders in drinks and food in German, but my German isn't ready for small talk yet. So yeah, my God, it's gonna take you for small talk. It's gonna take you time. Trust me, you're not gonna be able to small talk with the guests, but you can always find the guests that are willing to speak in English and speak English, so you can small talk in English with some of the guests. Not all the guests. Some people will really get mad if you try to speaking them in English. German people, they get mad, but there are some people that are willing to do that, and you can do that with them. But of course, for small talk in German, it's gonna take you time, my friend. It's gonna take you 2 years to really small talk with those people. But still, it depends how much time you spend learning German. Make sure you don't spend your time watching TV or whatever. Make sure you spend your time, even if you watch TV a little bit, make sure it's a German TV, not a Greek TV, because this is the best way to learn German. Watch TV, but German TV. And then, of course, try to catch up with the words and everything else. Efe Tekimer then say, yes, I guess that's answering my question if you're from Turkey. Good, man. Greetings to Turkey. All right, guys, listen. Okay, there's more. God, Ned, the moment you want to serve the food, you say the name of the food and nobody answers of the guest. Haha, so annoying. Sometimes they don't know what they order. Yeah, sometimes they forget, but you don't need to worry about that. All right. So you put here, ma'am, your steak medium rare. All right. Here, sir, your fish or whatever. Here's salad with Italian dressing. Here's your blah blah blah. So you mention the food, you put it on the table in front of the guests, and you move on. Don't worry about this and don't worry about that. Listen, the easiest way to get disappointed, to get sad, to get angry, is to have expectations. Do not expect anything back from your guests or from your boss or from anybody else, man. You just do the right thing because this is who you are. All right? And when somebody gives you appreciation, then you just take it graciously, Thank you so much. All right? But do not expect anything because that's the easiest way to get upset, to get angry, to get mad. So just do your job because you are professional. Just do your job because of who you are, not because of them, not because of him or her or whatever. You are the person that you are, and you want to be the best in the freaking world. And that's why you're doing things the right way. You don't expect appreciation because you're just going to get disappointed. Uh, Cynthia say, thank you for your advice. You understand perfectly. It's hot and busy. Yes, Christmas was great. Nice. Still celebrating and opening presents tonight after my second son returned home from working out west. Beautiful, Cynthia. I mean, it's gotta be great to have a big family. And then we were alone with my boy, and of course he went to bed. I put him to bed earlier, and then I went to bed too. And that was the Christmas for me. My wife was working, but it is what it is. Cynthia says, love your channel and learning lots. God bless you and your family. You too, Cynthia. Thank you so much. God bless you, and best of luck to everyone of the big family. Enjoy the new year now. God says exactly, no expectations. Happy New Year, Ned, for tomorrow. Health and happiness for you, family. See you next year. I wish you the best. And me too, guys. Thank you, brother, and you too, and everybody else. Guys, stay strong, stay positive. New Year is coming. Hopefully we get rid of this war. Hopefully we get rid of this COVID and other bullshit that's going on in the world. And it's going to be a successful year for every one of us. Just stay safe, stay healthy, okay? And take care of your family and yourself. Everything's going to be all right. Efe, I want to question one more question. When they eat their meal, I am undecided whether to talk to them or not because I feel like they don't want to get bothered while eating the meal. Absolutely. You don't bother people when they're eating the meal. The only thing you do is after you serve the meal, you wait 2 minutes or 2 bites so you can go to the table and then you can ask, is everything fine with your steak, ma'am, or with your salad, sir, or whatever. You make sure you check on them, that make sure that everybody got what they order and everybody's satisfied with the food. And that's the only time that you bother them while they are eating. All right. Now, if somebody wants to say something, if somebody wants to talk to you, trust me, they will find a way to engage and tell you something, and then you can, of course, reply. But you don't bother people while they're eating. You just let them go. They're not there for you. They're there to enjoy their company and their meal. So there are much better times to to engage in small talk with them. Duong Hoya. Hey, where you from, my friend? I learned a lot from your channel. Thanks so much. You're very welcome. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right, guys, I'm closing the channel. I'm closing the live stream. Hopefully, I'm not closing the channel. Best of luck. Best of luck from the new year. I want you guys to make sure you set your goals and create a plan to achieve those goals in 2023. Make sure you have those. Make sure you have your goals set and you have the plans to achieve those goals. This is what's going to make the whole difference in this new year. Do it, please. All right. Everything in writing, not just, okay, I'm going to be this and this. No. You sit down, you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 personal goals, financial goals, social goals. All right. Wow, we got somebody from Vietnam today, which is always a nice. I love to see people from Vietnam. Actually, we have like Vietnam is like the third or fourth market for the Weights Academy in the world. So great. Thank you for joining us today, everybody. But of course, Duong Hawaii and Ratnesh Tiwari. Good evening, my friend. I'm closing the live stream right now. It's been already 1 hour. So, hey, enjoy the new year. Really enjoy. And make sure when the fireworks start pumping and the champagne start popping, You guys tell yourself, this will be the best year of my life. Peace.